In this short video, I just want to show you a few tricks that you can do with the slow speed control. So if you go up to the menu here under train, slow speed fixed mile per hour, and I currently have it set at 0. Now, normally what you would, as far as I know, what you would use this for is manually sending a train over the hump. So I can change it to 3 miles per hour, which is, I think, the normal speed, hit apply. And then in the top left, you see it'll use the preset value, which is 3. So now, if I were to start up this train, and instead of having the AI push it over the hump, I can control it myself. But instead of having to sit there and be constantly working the throttle on and off to maintain the right speed, I can use the slow speed control. So now that I got this train started up, before I start moving, in order to initialize and turn on the slow speed control, I just have to hold left control and the C key. And now in the top left, it says slow speed control set to 3. So now I can put it in reverse. I got the handbrakes off. And we'll start pushing back. And if you watch the speed at the top, it won't go past 3. I'll give it another notch. Oh, I gotta bail off the brakes because there's a little bit left in the brake cylinder. So we're approaching 3, and now watch. Oh, and it's not always perfect. See how it's at 3.4, but it's staying there. Now I can put it back down to notch 1, and it should stick around 3. And you have to watch out for slow speed control because it doesn't just lock it into that speed no matter what. If you're going downhill or you've got too much power, it'll blow past your set speed limit. So you gotta just be aware of that. Like if you're going uphill, it'll work fine. But in a situation where you would need some braking, it can't apply the brakes to slow you down. So then it won't work. So look at how at the top. See how we're at a steady 3 miles per hour in notch 1? So that's perfect. And that's what the slow speed control, as far as I know, was meant for. It was this operation right here, pushing a train over the hump and just allowing you to sit back and maintain that speed. Now, I don't really know why, I guess if you just really wanted to, like, say you're doing it manually, but now that the AI can do it, it's kind of the same thing, but then you can go off and do something else too. So I always just let the AI do it. But the things that I wanted to show you here, there's a couple other things that are pretty neat, and one of them I just actually learned 2 weeks ago with the slow speed control. So that's what I want to show you now. So I'm just going to slow this train back down and disable, hit Control C again, turn it back off. But what I want to show you is, I'm just going to set up a kind of a demo scenario over here. All right, so see this boxcar here at the end of this train? Let's say I wanted to put a locomotive on the end, or maybe 2. But for this case, let's just say I wanted to add 1. And let's say for this example, I was doing something down here and the locomotive was down here. So what I can do, I'm going to just drop one in. Let's do a Southern Pacific. Now let's do an SD40-2. And now I actually have to turn around for this example. I want it to be facing this way. So I'm going to place it right here, start it up. Oh, I got to relinquish the other train. Okay, so I got the routing. I think I have it set. All right, those switches are good. And I wanted to get it on to, I think, was it this track? Or I think it was this track, track 3. If I remember. Oh, no, it's yeah. 1, 2, 3, track 4. Oh, no, we're over here. Gosh, I'm all mixed up. We're on the north departure. So here's where the boxcar is up here. What I'm going to show you here is, this is what I just learned last week. If you go to train, slow speed, and you could also use your mouse wheel to scroll down. If I set this to 0 and hit apply, then see how it says it'll be set to the unit's current speed when enabled. So whatever speed you're going, that's what it'll lock it into. So now I'm going to set it to 10. Oh, gotta pull the handbrake off. All right, so once it gets, I'm just waiting to hit left control C when it gets to 10. Or you could do 15 or 8 miles an hour, whatever you want. All right, so I just hit it there, 10.1. But now you'll see, because this is a slight uphill, and I've got just this one engine, it'll maintain that 10. And you, again, remember, if you're going downhill or anything, it'll go past it. It'll just run away on you. So just make sure it's working correctly. And then if I wanted to take it off, I just hit Control C again, and now you'll see the speed be picking up. Then I can hit Control C again, and now it's set it to 11.5 because that's the speed I was going at that time. So that's actually pretty nice. I like that. I'm just leaving mine at 0, and then I just wait till it gets to the desired speed, turn it on, and then it's ready to, it works perfect. But now the other thing I want to show you is I'm going to turn it back off and slow down. So in this situation, I want to put this locomotive, let's say I'm down here in the yard, and I want to couple to the back of that boxcar, but it's like a half mile away. I can't AI recrew here to get it there. Oh no, sorry, well, I can hit the button. The button's not grayed out, but he would start driving forwards. So AI won't go backwards. So that's not what we want. So I can't utilize an AI crew. So what I can do is I could either drive it myself and just bring it all the way there, or I can utilize the slow speed control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a notch, and when it gets to 3 miles an hour, I'm going to turn on the slow speed control. Up 2.8, that's fine. So now watch this stay at 2.7, 2.8. So you see how it's staying there? I'm in notch 1, and I don't have to do anything now. And now you might be saying, well, that's going to take even longer. What's the point of this? But what you can do, now this obviously, if you have nothing else to do, this wouldn't make sense. You would just drive it at yard speed. But let's say I wanted to check a spreadsheet or make some changes on my spreadsheet or reference a map. You know, if you're working a big map like this all by yourself, there's probably lots of other trains that need attending to. Now, I can't actually attend to those other trains, however, unfortunately, because I'm in control of this one still, and I can't, if I relinquish it, it'll just, actually, let me try. I think it'll just stop. Yeah, see, it just stopped. So I can't relinquish it. I'm going to get it going again. All right, we're set at 3.1 miles per hour. But what I can do is, you know, when I'm playing, I usually have a lot going on in a spreadsheet, or I want to check one of my Depot Plus maps to see where I'm going next for another train that I got to work with, you know, whatever. There's a whole bunch of things. I can set this train to 3 miles an hour with the slow speed control on. I've got them routed to that boxcar, and then I can go and I don't even have to look at the screen. I could just pull up my spreadsheet that I'm using and do other things, and I know that when this train gets to that boxcar, he's just going to couple at 3 miles an hour, which is a safe speed, and I'll just come back to it, and he'll be coupled, and then I can take over. So about 20 minutes later, he's now approaching the boxcar. The slow speed is set at 2.7 because I sped up a little bit just to get here sooner. And there he goes. So he's coupled. He's just staying in notch 1, pushing against it. So once you come back, you can even leave your camera here so you can hear the sound. And then you're on your spreadsheet. And when you hear that couple, you come back to the game, put in notch 0, put the brakes on, do whatever you got to do, turn slow speed control off. And there you go. It just saved you some time and allowed you to look at something else while that engine was moving. Hopefully in the future, the Run 8 developers will add AI functionality going forwards and reverse, waypoints, all that kind of stuff. But for now, just a quick tip I wanted to show you that could maybe allow you to multitask a little bit.